And we go on to the next item on the agenda, which is a talk by Naliny, who was a university student at Winnipeg and who has been here for a year in Toronto and has always been associated with this Tamil Disability Organization. She'll speak to you on reality in disability.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Naliny, and I would like to discuss with you this evening the reality of disabilities. We all very well know the meaning of the word disability. However, I would like to cover a few issues that a disabled person might encounter in their lives. First of all, we have to stop looking at them through their disabilities. In our society, people think a person with disability has no other choice but to spend more time at home compared to any other able body. To illustrate this, I can point out an incident in my life. A couple were having dinner with my family and the items prepared by me. And also, they complimented me for my cooking skill, and then that lady casually expressed her opinion. My cooking skill is a result of me having to spend a lot of time with my mother at home. It wasn't true. The truth is a disabled person may have various talents. Another aspect that I would like to bring to light is, when a person with disability wishes to help an able-bodied person, they usually will not accept the help from the disabled. They, verbally or in terms of attitude, usually reverse the scenario to make it into such a way the disabled person is the one, able person is the one helping to the disabled, not vice versa. To illustrate this, I would like to highlight a case of a disabled friend of mine actually, who is self-employed. She volunteered her knowledge to tutor a neighbor who was interested in learning her trade. The neighbor, instead of thanking my friend for her expertise, said to her, "When I come to learn from you, it would also reduce your workload as well, wouldn't it?" This was like a slap on her face for my friend who had kindly offered to teach free of charge. On the other hand, when an able-bodied person makes such an offer, it would be expected that recipient thanks them for their knowledge. There are also many issues that a disabled person is faced with at work. There are many rules and regulations set out by the government to help the person with disabilities. Unfortunately, many employers did not pay attention to these rules and regulations. For example, if a disabled and an able person apply for the same job, and both of them having equal qualification, and the able person have a greater chance to obtain the job than the disabled. I say this because number one, in the industrial area, people often think, the employers often worry that a disabled person might create a greater safety hazard. Number two, most often employers feel that disabled person might be a burden to their company in terms of liabilities, insurance, etc. All of this builds up an unsaid barrier for a disabled person when seeking employment. In reality, it is very rare that a disabled person pursues legal steps to get the reason for the employer's choice. Last but not least, there are few cases that I notice where people with disabilities are abused by their partners. An able partner who wants to convey to the public that he or she is a very noble individual because they are married to a disabled person. Usually that partner has an idea in the back of their mind that their disabled companion will not leave them because they cannot survive by themselves. Also, people generally think that a disabled person has no feelings of marriage, children, and all that goes with that life. A disabled person has all the feelings and all the rights to that life. The above paragraph touched upon a few, not all, points about the life of a disabled person. In day-to-day life, disabled person have to deal and put up with a great amount of misconception about disabled person that exists in our society. And I truly believe that a crucial component to the life of a disabled person being affected for the better is the continual development of a society's understanding, knowledge, and respect for one another. Thank you for your time and attention.
Thank you, Nalini Mutlingam.